Appreciate it.
Um, how would you describe this offseason? Obviously, you had a huge life event. You came off a really disappointing Super Bowl. Your contract got reworked, got married. I mean, how do you put all it into perspective?
Yeah, I mean, there's definitely a lot happened. One of the busier off seasons I had. Just still got to keep the main thing, and stay focused on, even though there's a lot of good things, stay training, getting ready to go, and while it might look like a lot happened, and it did, I tried to keep it as consistent as possible as to the last off seasons that I've had.
I know you'd expressed interest in playing with Luke, and I know it didn't happen, but how cool was draft day for you and your family to see him go through that?
It was awesome, man. Yeah, we were so fired up for him. He's inspired me in a lot of ways, so to see that kind of dream of his come true in person was awesome.
You said you're going to Kyle said you and some other veterans will be on a schedule, and you weren't in the team stuff yesterday, but you were out there plenty today. Did you feel like you hit the ground running today?
Yeah, definitely. It was good to be back. I think it's probably smart just to ease into things a little bit these first few days, and then next week kind of get going. But I think it's important to get my eyes right, get the timing right, just get more comfortable. You have to get these reps, so it's important.
I know it's just your first day out there, but did you feel the offense look pretty sharp today?
Yeah, I haven't seen the full tape yet. Obviously there's good and bad every single day during training camp, and I think the most important thing is just capitalize on the good things and fix the bad things.
I think it was in OTAs Kyle was talking about just how many touches you had last year, and particularly, runs between the tackles, things like that maybe they could do a better job of limiting that. I mean, what's your perspective on that, potentially having fewer touches in those areas?
For me, it's put my body, mind, and soul in the best position to play every snap, and then coaches got to be coaches, whatever they think is best. But I know for me, I prepare to play every snap so that I'm ready to go.
Christian, you got an extension during the offseason. How important was it for you to get that worked out before coming into training camp?
Oh, really important. I think anytime you can get that done before camp, it's great. But that's the business side of things. It's the bittersweet part of this league. And so for me, like I said, just taking it one day at a time, making sure that you continue to train, continue to put your body in the best shape possible, so that when all that stuff is out of the way, you can hit the ground running.
Jack also went through kind of a renegotiation of his, but he wanted to make sure that he was a top-paid fullback. How does it make you feel to be the top-paid running back in the league?
It means a lot. Yeah, no, it definitely means a lot. I think, the running back position has obviously been talked about a lot in the last few years about, kind of guys being unfairly paid. And I think, just to continue to up the number, I think is important. And, it's a huge honor.
I talked to John and Kyle about taking care of Trent Williams.
Yeah, I mean, look, the business side of things, as I said before, it's the tough part about playing in the NFL. For me, I stay out of everything, really, just kind of stay in my lane, focus on me, and doing whatever I can to get back. But obviously, no one's a bigger fan of Trent than me.
How self-critical are you after a season when you evaluate what you've done? I mean, obviously, Offensive Player of the Year, had a real strong season. But when you look at it, what do you see that you want to get better at, or how do you evaluate it?
Oh man, there's a lot to get better at every year. I think there's, really, it's not even a year or a week thing. It's just a day by day thing, and I think getting reps is so important because that's when you can really try to perfect your game. When you're out of it for a long time, you can miss those. And like I said, I think just training your eyes, getting the timing right, the sequencing down is something that you got to do every day. So it's more just every day approaching it as a constant evaluation. Obviously, you're going to correct the mistakes from the year, but when you're training, you're correcting little things always here and there.
Jordan Mason has looked pretty decent out there in terms of catching the ball and stuff. We haven't seen him do a lot of that stuff. Has that jumped out to you at all?
Absolutely. He's improved so much in the first time I've met him. just the way he is in the meetings, the way he is out at practice. I think our whole running back room has such a good energy to it right now. You know, we're all pushing each other, making each other better, but also being there for each other. And it's a really fun room to be a part of because, you know, you want to talk about guys forcing you to be at your best. Every single one of those guys right now are doing just that, and makes it fun to be a part of.
To call him Mariano Rivera, has he become a more complete running back now?
Mariano Rivera. Oh, that's right. Yeah. I was like, damn, when did I say that? Yeah, man, I think he looks way more complete than he has been. He's always been able to do it. It's just being consistent with it. And I think you see now he's making things happen in the pass game and the run game that are just consistent with it. So, yeah, I think he can pitch every inning now.
Did some funky things with, you know, with pump motion and stuff like that, especially you. How much do you look at that stuff and maybe talk to Kyle about things you see over the offseason and how to improve on that or how to expand it?
You know, for me, it's just being able to do it, you know, and I think continuing to rep it no matter what position he's putting you in. He has reasons for every play he calls, and he's much better at it than I am, so I kind of just let him do that, and wherever he puts me, I just got to be able to run every route.
How much more benefit can you get from finally having a first full off season with Brock Purdy back there?
Huge benefit. I think, you know, I think obviously the reps are important. I think it's been so impressive to see what he can do without those reps. But he looks great. He feels great. He's talking great. Just happy he's our quarterback. Appreciate it, guys.